I told y'all. Didn't I tell y'all? I told you guys. Jalen Hurts is him. Jalen Hurts is him. Y'all already know what we about to talk about. Man, start the intro. Let's go.
This champ talk, shooting shots, they just want me to fade. But my game made when I'm getting buckets today. Crossover, pull up, bet you fall for the hezzy. Game 7, prime time is butterflies on your belly. Now can you do it? Folding under the pressure, boy, can you do it? If you going, show 'em who better. Don't let the game slip and don't get caught in the lights. Crown me, yeah, Jordan taking off on the
Baby,
flight.
give me all the rings right now, we the champions. We the champions. I do my thing right now and it can be done. They said it can't be done. Give me all the rings right now, we the champions. We the champions. I do my thing right now and it can be done. They said it can't be done.
For the last 300
Good morning.
16 albums.
Good morning.
And they bump.
Good morning. Y'all already know. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome to Open Gym. Beer. Yeah, let's go. Oh, the Whistleville, Philadelphia, you already know. Gilly got the streets on fire. With that being the theme song, I'm your host, AB. And this is Open Gym, powered by Philly Sports Network. You already know what just happened, man. The Philadelphia Eagles is going to the mother effing Super Bowl. I gotta take my jacket off. I'm hot. Y'all already know. Y'all already know, man, we are here, Open Gym Network, powered by Philly Sports Network. I'm your host, AB. Let's get all the pleasure sheets out of the way. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all those things. Stay connected with everything we got to do. What's going on, Philadelphia? I told you. I freaking told you all about my quarterback, Jalen Hurts. I told y'all. I've seen this before. This isn't surprising to me. I told y'all guys what was going to happen when we go out there. Why do anything else if we could just run all day? Why do I need to throw for 300 yards when we can run all day? Why? Because we don't have to. But guess what? We don't have to. But when we got to throw the ball, we can throw it. Jalen Hurts, QB1, doing everything. What's going on, y'all? We here, we live. Come on, man. I told y'all Jalen Hurts is him. This is what he does. He can give it to you on the ground. He can throw it through the air. It doesn't matter. All he does is win. And if you're sitting there talking about a quarterback winnings or not a quarterback stat, you're lying. Then what are they? Because all my quarterback do is win. That's all my quarterback does is win. Come on, y'all. Jalen Hurts. We can't pass the ball. Command is this. Command is that. Jalen Hurts, all his games he's ever won, he only threw for 100 and less than 150 yards a game. You know, every time he threw over that amount of yards, they lost the game. No, he don't have to do it. He has a great team. So what you expect? when it matters most, when you needed a quarterback to go out there and play and do what needs to be done, he go out there and deliver. He go out there and deliver and give you stat lines like this: 20 for 28, 246 yards, 1 touchdown, 10 carries for 16 yards, and 3 touchdowns on the ground. He accounted for 4 touchdowns on the day. Outside of what Saquon Barkley did, which we will get into real shortly. Real shortly. Before we get into it, for all the people that talk about the passing game and what Jalen Hurts can do, what he can do, what his limitations are, all those things that you speak of, here go my guy Baldy. Y'all know I love the Baldy breakdowns, talking about the Eagles pass game and how efficient and how on point it was yesterday during that NFC Championship game.
The Eagles have a passing game, and it was loaded with simple concepts, like high-low concepts, right here. As soon as the corner jumps Goddard, it opens the window here for A.J. Brown. The ball gets delivered accurately on time in front of the safety. 3rd down and 7. Here comes Goddard in short motion, zone coverage. All right, sit down in the zone, 3-step drop, ball comes out, let Goddard do what he does. Yards after the catch. Now, you get Smitty coming in motion here. All right, how about just simple pick your poison right here? Give it to Saquon or get it out here to Goddard. RPOs, right? Run pass options. Beautiful. You like the run pass option? Let's do this. Let's get in motion across. Let's hand it to Saquon or let's flip it to Goddard. Like the little egg toss at the state fair. All right, now, how about what's wrong with just a quick hitch? Get Lane Johnson, get some reinforcements out there, pick up the 1st down. Basic concepts. Now here's right here. Make the defense honor the run game. Move the pocket. There's AJ just sitting out there. Let him go pick up the 1st down. And then finally, yes, how about AJ Brown against whatever corner they want to put out there? Clear it out. One-on-one. LeBron ISO right here. There it is. Perfect throw. Yep. The Eagles have a passing game. It was really good yesterday.
Y'all heard Baldy say it? Eagles have a passing game. And it was really good yesterday. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? It was really good yesterday. If we go back show after show, this whole year, week after week, I sit there and I tell you guys, relax. Our quarterback is about winning. What he wants to do, he just wants to win. He's going to do whatever he needs to do to win. So if this game I only need to throw for 120 yards, I'm just going to throw 120 yards. Yes, he took some sacks, too many sacks, being so conservative, don't want to turn the ball over. Yes, we wanted him to just throw the ball just a little bit more. But he showed you I could do that if I need to. When we needed it the most, going into the game that is the most important up to this point of this season, to go out there to get the win, to punch our ticket to the NFC, to the Super Bowl in New Orleans, go out there and deliver. Went out there and delivered. I told y'all. You were worried for nothing. Just because he doesn't want to do it the way your favorite quarterback does it, he's going to do it the way that this team needs it. You heard Nick Sirianni. Great. I don't want no other quarterback other than Jalen Hurts. He's a winner. How about that quarterback? Just a winner. That's what I'm talking about. Out there efficient. Out there dealing. Out there standing in the pocket. Rolling out. Making his reads. Going through his progressions. Standing in there during the blitz. Yes, he got a couple sacks. Again, missing some offensive linemen. Shout out Landon Dickerson standing in there trying to be the center. Then got hurt. Had Cam Jurgens sitting on the sideline. He couldn't play, but came in and toughed it out to finish the game because Landon Dickinson couldn't finish the game. Through all that, still battle through that to win and put a 50 burger on these boys. A 50 burger. The Eagles scored 55 points on the Commanders. First of all, I didn't even have to look it up to know that was probably the highest scored game in a division in the NFC championship. On top of that, where have you ever saw an NFC championship game played and with more than 5 minutes left in the game, you're sitting there playing against the other team's backups? The Philadelphia Eagles had backups in at the end of the NFC championship game. And not only they go in there and play, they even have a time. The third string running back, Will Shipley, go into the game, 4 carries, 77 yards, as long as run with 57. At first, I thought it was Saquon. I'm like, who is that? But once I seen him get tracked down and got caught and got hawked down, I was like, okay, that's not Saquon because you're not catching Saquon. But 4 carries for 77 yards and a touchdown. The Philadelphia Eagles accounted for 7 rushing touchdowns during this game, completely obliterated them. And we'll get to the defense very shortly. But let's talk about this offense and how my quarterback came in a big moment and delivered what you guys want to see when you had to, because early on in that game, it was still there. The game was still in balance. Definitely, the Commanders still had a chance to, get back in it. They just scored with a Terry McLaurin touchdown. But my quarterback come right back out there. Possession after possession. And yes, complimentary football. The defense turns the ball over 4 times. 4 times. Giving us short fields. And what you supposed to do with those short fields? Capitalize. Jalen Hurts accounting for 4 touchdowns. 3 on the ground, 1 through the air. A.J. Brown. 8 targets, 6 catches, 96 yards and a touchdown. As long as it was the 31-yard catch on 4th down, 1-on-1 against Marcus Lattimore, who just lost his wig, was crashing out on the field because he can't guard him. What they say A.J. Brown is, he always open. Always open. What a great game that was. And what it needed to be seen. For everyone believing that they couldn't do it, that Saquon will lead the way. And don't get me wrong, we'll get this Saquon very shortly. Because he's just freaking, I said it before, just thank God the Giants are just stupid. Just period. They just stupid. Giants are just literally just stupid. Because there's no way you are supposed to let that man walk. And not only walk, have his free reign to pick whatever team he wants to go to, and then he goes to the Philadelphia Eagles, top class, top tier organization. Yes, we said it. I heard y'all out there talk about not a top tier organization. Yes, we are. Super Bowl again within 3 years. Within 3 years. City was lit. Fans was lit. The stars was in town, from Kevin Hart to Shady McCoy, from governors, the mayors, to athletes. We seen the Sixers forward from France, Yabusele, Gershon Yabusele. He in the fans seen his first Eagles game. amazing. The fans was excellent. Atmosphere, you heard them screaming through the speakers of your TVs or wherever you at, like you felt like you was in the game. Celebration on Broad Street, amazing. Down City Hall, city was lit up in green. Got the Empire State Building. It's a tradition that they have, but they forced to sit there and light the Empire State Building up green. This is what we talking about. This is how dynasties, this is how great teams, this is how legacies are cemented and built. Y'all worried about the regular season and how it's being played and how we're winning games and who's leading the pack, who's driving the bus, who's not driving the bus. When the whole time they sitting there talking about, forget that. We know who our quarterback is. We know what he can do. And he showed you. Jaden Daniels was supposed to come in, had a great year, absolutely, but not put that past and rightfully deserved the rookie of the year, offensive rookie of the year. Absolutely deserves it. But you're running into him. Yes, he's elite. Yes, my quarterback, Jalen Hurts, is elite. He might not be elite in the way you want him to be, but he's elite. And then on top of it, you got the GOAT himself broadcasting our game with the non-elite quarterback. And I must give credit, Tom Brady's doing a good job. I like the non-biased aspect that he brings so far. Whereas, like, if a man does a great job, he does it. He breaks it down. He's explaining to you, like, it's a great job. Great job by Jalen Hurts doing this, doing that. Taking what the defense give you, checking it down. And it was a great thing to see as well, not holding the ball so much, getting rid of the ball. Because there was a few times he got rid of the ball on second down just to preserve the third down, and we convert the third down still. I told you my quarterback will always strive to learn, correct his mistakes so he could get better. And if you're telling me Jalen Hurts is going to play like this, the Super Bowl, the Chiefs are in trouble. You think he don't want to get his lick back? Y'all remember when Jalen Hurts walked off the field after that Super Bowl? The face he had, how he stared at them celebrating, how he walked away, how even Patrick Mahomes himself said, well, I'll see you again. So if a guy like that, who we synonymously all crown the GOAT of this era of football right now, can sit there and look at someone like Jalen Hurts 3 years ago and say, I'll see you again, and look at him now. Chiefs versus Eagles, number two. Number two. And we coming for it. Like they just said, one more. One more. These are the things my quarterback does. Oh, he can't read defenses. He can't read defenses. Y'all want to know why Saquon Barkley had that run to start the game? Because our quarterback can read defenses, seeing how they was aligned, seeing where everybody was at. So what we going to do? We're going to check to the run play. Here's Baldy breaking down the Saquon.
This is the first play from scrimmage by the Eagles. And Jalen looks at the situation right here, and he gives a little signal right here, right there. All right? Everybody's passing it on. All right? Devontae, AJ, Goddard, Mailata. They all got it. Now, here we go. Now let's go play ball. Here comes Devontae in motion. All right? Little ghost motion right here, no problem. But this is toss crack. There's the toss. All right? To Saquon. Excellent block right here by AJ on Dante Fowler. Now you get a block right here. Excellent block right here by Mailata. All right, now Fowler's down, and he trips Bobby Wagner. All right, now that gets Saquon into the alley. Excellent block by Goddard as well. And now Saquon does what Saquon does. Beats both safeties, spins out of contact right there, and then he just hits the Jets. 60-yard touchdown in the game's first play. But from Jalen to AJ to Mailata, excellent execution along the way.
Excellent. My quarterback executing that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We ready for our lick back. Yeah. It's Super Bowl time. It's Super Bowl time. We going there. We got to finish this deal. We got to finish this deal. Absolutely. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. It's a lot of different things that goes into playing quarterback. And for fans and media and different things, I know you got to find things to talk about to keep things going. But for people to talk about like this guy isn't a great quarterback is obscene. Because when you know all the things that go into being a quarterback in the NFL. And all the guy does is win. I know you want to poo-poo that statement. It's cliche, whatever. But all he does is win. Since being a starter. Playoff after playoff after playoff after playoff. Win after win. All he does is win since college. National championship games. In the NFL. Playoff after playoff. Super Bowl. Playoff. Super Bowl. Put all these cats, all these quarterbacks in front of him. Jared Goffs, Brock Purdy's, Matthew Stafford's, Sam Darnold's, CJ Stroud's, Jaden Daniels, all these guys you put in front of Jalen Hurts. All these guys you put in front of Jalen Hurts. Where are they at? Everybody say it with me. 1, 2, 3, Cancun. Can freaking Coon. Get your reservations ready. We going to New Orleans. Y'all can enjoy the sun. We going to stay down here just a little bit longer. One more win, just a little bit longer. Come on, man. I tried to tell people. They wanted to go with these narratives. They wanted to stay with these things that they believe is true. Because he doesn't play you the way you want him to play, so he got to be bad. Or you want him to lose, or you just want to hate on the guy. Everybody's not the thrower like a Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen of the football. Everybody's not a runner like a Lamar Jackson, explosiveness like a Lamar Jackson. But I can tell you this, though, is that my quarterback is going to be efficient. Let's go back 20 for 28. So literally missed only 8 passes throughout this. So if he made them 8 passes, he over 300 yards, but 20 for 28, 246 yards and a touchdown. Efficient. Won't turn the ball over. Another 0 interception day. And he corrects his mistakes. Got sacked against the Rams last week 7 times. This week sacked twice. Getting rid of the ball on time, precision passes. You seen the video from Baldy just now? They just showed you. You just seen the video. What are we talking about? How isn't this an elite quarterback? Because he doesn't throw the ball 70 yards off his back foot? Just because he doesn't run a 4-3? 4-2, like Lamar? No, but all he does is win. This is what I call elite. Is not Tom Brady an elite quarterback? Did Tom Brady have the fastest wheels? Heck no, you know he wasn't running nowhere. Did Tom Brady have the best passing arm, the strength on his arm? No. But what was Brady? We call him the GOAT of all time. Not just his generation, ever. We call him the GOAT. He was efficient. He took what the defense gave you. That's what my quarterback does. Absolutely. We're going to talk about it just briefly today. Gotta watch the amount of holding calls the refs will call in the Super Bowl because they were only waiting to stop the run game. We already know how the refs going to be in the Super Bowl with the Chiefs. We're going to get to that as the weeks go on. We got 2 weeks to get ready for that Super Bowl game for sure. Because they reared this ugly head all year for the Chiefs. But back to my quarterback. He's him. QB1. Jalen Hurts is an elite quarterback. He's elite. Might not be the elite you want to see, but he's elite because all he does is win. What do you call a quarterback that all he does is win? And if he go out there and win a Super Bowl after going to 2 already, 8 different head coaches since college, since being with the Eagles was about 3-4 different OCs. Come on, have to deal with consistent change after change after change. And he's just a constant professional year after year after year. Gets better and better and better. Throwing, running, protections, calling plays, checking plays, audibles, all these things that you want in your quarterback. And not turn the ball over. Jaden Daniels, he didn't necessarily turn it, but the team turned the ball over 4 times. Josh Allen, what happened last night? Trying to tell y'all, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. And Saquon Barkley. Yes, sir. Fly, Eagles, fly. It's a good day today, people. Continue to come on in. Continue to talk, man. Tell me how y'all feel. You hit the line. Call the line, text the line, leave a message, whatever you got to do. We're going to play those too. Have fun with it. Enjoy this as Eagles fans. Absolutely. But back to Saquon Barkley. What can I freaking say about that? Man, I can't believe we have someone like that on our team. I can't believe it. I can't believe we have someone like that on our team. That someone like that got away. And that shows you how bad the Giants really were. That someone like that special was hindered for 8 years there. And on top of that, they don't deserve Saquon Barkley. There's no way they do. Because even through all that, before he was released and let go, Saquon Barkley still wanted to stay. Saquon Barkley still wanted to stay with the Giants. That's how great of a person he is. And they still didn't want to pay that man. They literally was better off giving Saquon Barkley the $150, $180 million contract that they gave Daniel Jones. I know you don't pay running backs $40 million a year, but they literally it would have been a better investment to pay Saquon Barkley $40 million a year rather than Daniel Jones. And then on top of that, you not pay him and go pay Daniel Jones and then proceed to release Daniel Jones, and then you eating the $180 million contract, $40 million a year man contract. He ended the year on the freaking Vikings. Thank you, New York. Thank you, New York Giants, for Saquon Barkley. Thank you, Saquon Barkley, for choosing us. I seen a stat, blew my mind at the start of the game. Saquon Barkley had 2 catches and had 2 carries and already had 2 touchdowns. How you got 2 touches, 2 carries, and 2 touchdowns? That was a stat line. He was 2 carries, 67 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's nuts. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's nuts. That was a tone setter of that game. Just like when Oren Burks in that I believe it was the Rams game, or no, the Packers game, forced fumble on the kickoff, tone setter. Fast scoring, Saquon Barkley from the rip, let's go. after your quarterback sees what the defense is doing. Let's check out of this. Let's run this ball. Tone setter from the rip. When I seen that touchdown, man, when I seen that touchdown run by Saquon Barkley, I already said it. Listen, we about to run away with this thing. Yeah, it got close a little bit. It's football. So you're going to have your laws in the game. But once we got going, we was going. We was going. They couldn't stop the run. We said that. Just like those Commanders fans that were sitting there talking about, yeah, we beat y'all the last time when we played. Did we forget? DJ Gardner-Johnson kicked out of the game. Hurts, dirty hit. Power driving his head into the ground by the same dude that was trying to jump over the pile during the tush push. Did you forget our quarterback got knocked out of the game with the concussion? Did we forget that freaking Saquon Barkley had almost 100 yards in that first quarter? Hurts had about 40 already in that first quarter. Did we forget? What, y'all thought y'all really did something because you played against Kenny Pickett? Kenny Pickett? Y'all really thought y'all was comparable to what this team was because you played against our backup quarterback in a situation that things just got, out of sorts when you lose your freaking quarterback to concussion that early in the game. And we still hung around in that game. Did you forget that? That it wasn't y'all ain't blow us out? That Jaden Daniels still had to come back and win that game? So y'all thought y'all was coming back to Philadelphia. Y'all practicing all week. Y'all listen to all Philly music while y'all practicing. Your defensive coordinator talking about he basically going to cheap shot our quarterback. If he want to be a running back, we going to set our sights out to go hit him. Talking crazy. Different players talking crazy throughout the week. Y'all really thought as Washington Commanders fans that y'all was going to come into Philadelphia, come into the Link, and win this game? This game where we got a chance to go back to a Super Bowl within the last 3 years, and this year, the Super Bowl is on February 9th, which is also Saquon Barkley's birthday? You thought you was stopping that? You thought you was coming in here and stopping Saquon Barkley from having 100+ yards and 3 touchdowns? You thought you was going to stop Jalen Hurts from having 4 total touchdowns, 3 rushing and 1 passing? You thought you was going to stop this number 1 defense in the NFL from having 4 turnovers? Let Baldy tell y'all how this defense been playing, man.
Look at the play of these 2 linebackers, Zach Bond, Oren Burks. The Eagles had 4 more takeaways on Sunday. They had 1 in each quarter. Diami Brown coming across the formation with the catch. Cooper DeJean's holding him up. And here comes Zach Bond right here with this little alley jab. Bam! Ball's out. Blankenship's on top of it. All right? Now you watch second quarter. All right? The ball's kicked off. Let's watch right here. Will Shipley, right? Backup rookie running back. He's going to take on the double team and get the ball out of Jeremy McNichols' hands. And who recovers it? Kenneth Gainwell. Nice job by both backup running backs right there. I'm sure Saquon was jumping on top of all of them right there. 2 running backs. Then you get third quarter, right? Third quarter, you get this. All right, there's Oren Burks. All right, little check down to Austin Eckler. And here it is. Burks coming. Eckler trying to get up. 34-23 game, ball's out. Carter can't get a handle on it. It's too hot to handle. That's when Zach Bond recovers it. And then in the fourth quarter, this rookie out here has been outstanding in the postseason. 2 interceptions in the postseason, including this one. Watch how high he gets over McLaurin right there. Now, the ball's tipped, and he recovers, and he catches it. Right now, the Eagles are plus 10 in turnover ratio in the postseason. 10 takeaways. They haven't given the ball up. Most important stat in football. That young kid, Quinyon Mitchell, I mean, unbelievable. Unbelievable player. And the Eagles, plus 10 in turnover ratio in the postseason. With another game to go.
That defense is sensational. Shout out Vic Fangio. Should be the assistant coach of the year. Point blank, period. Point blank, freaking period. Do you remember we were 2-2, not really knowing what this team was? Back early on in the season, like I said, 2-2, not really knowing what this team was. Defense wasn't at its best, trying to find their identity. Offense, trying to find the identity. Should we run? Should we pass? All those things. Because I remember I came out of it as well the same way. Like, all right, how what can we do? How can we, what team are we? I'm saying defensive line could get only marginally better. Shoot. Fooled the hell out of me. Linebackers, Kendall Gobe Dean, he stand up and do what he got to do. Prove the hell out of me. Reed Blankenship at safety. We need someone next to C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Can he be that other guy? Fooled the hell out of me. Slay getting a little bit older. Let the young cats play, which I still believe should be the way to go. This particular season, this year, you got that name Big Play Slay. Fooled the hell out of me. We ain't even got to talk about Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. Cooper DeJean was all over the damn place in that first quarter. That first quarter. Deflecting passes here and there, but the linebackers. Losing your middle linebacker for the rest of the year, the Kobe Dean, and you got Warren Burks in there, who's just been literally a journeyman thus far in this NFL, on the practice squad in San Francisco, just a special teamer out there. Next to Zach Bourne, who was also a special teamer and practice squad player in New Orleans. So we have two special team practice squad players started in the NFC Championship game, and Zach Bourne and Warren Burks balling. Straight balling. Zach Bourne, 12 tackles. 12 tackles on the day. One forced fumble. One fumble recovery. If he had a bigger name, it's automatically. This man is the defensive player of the year, period. Period. So we already got your assistant coach of the year and Vic Fangio, and Zach Bourne should unequivocally be the defensive player of the year. Hands down. This is the NFC Championship game. You down your middle linebacker, starting linebacker, Nakobe Dean for the rest of the year. You have to assume the role. You already was a journeyman. You already was a practice team player. You already was just a special team player. Coming to a first-class organization like the Eagles, become a starter, have to move over to the middle linebacker, get the green dot, call all the players, get everybody lined up, and still go out there and produce yourself with 12 tackles, one forced fumble, one fumble recovery, and one QB hit. Defensive player of the year. Warren Burks, another backup player, 9 tackles, one QB hit, one forced fumble, one tackle for loss. A backup player, another journeyman, another practice squad player, another special teams player off of the San Francisco team. Thank you, San Francisco. Thank you, New Orleans. And your starting linebackers at home rehabbing the knee. So you still got him coming back. Then it was beautiful. Not only Will Shipley, your backup, shout out Will freaking Shipley. Your backup, your third string running back, not only him going out there producing, offensively running, going for a touchdown, forcing a fumble off the kickoff, forcing to find the ball, hat on ball, dislodge ball, another turnover. And then who recovers the fumble after that? The other backup running back in Kenny Gainwell. We got backups all over the dang place just making plays. I'm talking about backups this morning. In the NFC Championship game, I'm talking about backups. Backups. We seen Tenny Two Gloves on the field in an NFC Championship game. Go Birds, man. Go freaking. I need a minute. I need a second. Everybody that's in here, we got to sing this fight song. We going to take a short little break. Sing it with me, everybody. Come on. Sing it. It's a great morning. We're going to the Super Bowl. Sing it. Birds in the chat. Birds in the chat. Birds in the chat. Eagles in the chat. Put the Eagles in the chat. Let's go. Sing it.
Eagles.
I needed that. I needed that. I needed that. It's a great morning. It's a great afternoon. We going to the Super Bowl, yo. We going to the Super Bowl. We going to the Super Bowl. Defense, hand in hand with the offense, special teams, defense, everything clicking, peaking at the right moment. I know the Lions was a feel-good story throughout the year. Peaked too early. Peaked too early. We knew what we was doing. This is the time we need to start putting everything together. The offense, the run game, the defensive line, the linebackers, everything. The coaching. Shout out Nick Sirianni. Shout out Nick Sirianni. Progressively gotten better all year. Coaching, his interviews, explanations, decision making. You know that was early on in the year. The decision making was terrible. Fourth downs, no, let's take the points. Our team is too good. Defense too good. Offense too good. Offensive line too good. To sit here and handcuff ourselves and sit there and make stupid penalties or make stupid decisions that can hurt the team in the long run. Woo! Great time to be a Philadelphia Eagles freaking fan, yo. Come on. It's great to see this team dominate 55. That's all I kept saying. 55 points. 55 points. Say it with me. 55 points in an NFC Championship game. We put a 50 burger on these turkey burgers. The Commanders. What Gilly say? The Bombanders. Stop playing, man. Got my man Gilly at the game crying. That's what we talking about. We seen this all year long. That's why I told y'all we are fine. I know we ain't had a number one seed, but we were the best team in the NFL. When we went on that 8-game win streak after the bye week, you seen it just coming together because they didn't care about anybody else on the outside. All they worried about what was going on in the inside in that locker room. That's all we cared about. And it shows. It shows. I told you, I see the guys throughout the city, being out in the city, always together, always hanging together, going to events together, bowling together, whatever it might be. They together, close knit, working with the mothers of the Georgia Bulldogs, seeing their sons, how they always together, how they supported each other during Christmas time, doing different events for the cities and the kids and stuff like that, always together, showing up for each other. Guys that don't have to be there, showing up to Jalen Carter Christmas dinner for the kids, showing up to Jordan Davis's Christmas dinner for the kids, at Kobe Dean's a turkey giveaway. This is what they're talking about when Nick Sirianni speaks about connectivity on the four key core values of this team, and one of them being connectivity. That's what he's talking about, because you got to do it off the floor and on it. Overall, great game. A 50 burger. A 50 burger. 50 points. We ain't struggle with it. I know we struggle all season. All season, like, oh my God, how this game gonna go, what we can do to this, that, and the third. If they want to wait until the biggest game of the season, the Super Bowl, to make it the most stress-free game of my life, that I don't have to get high blood pressure on, I would absolutely take it. Shout out Jordan Davis making the play, my guy. I see you out there, boy. They said you couldn't pass the pass rusher. You couldn't pass rush. You couldn't get after the quarterback. You're mainly being there just to be able to stop rundowns. Nope. I seen him flash. Get to Jaden Daniels. Go get yourself a sack. Everybody eating. Jordan Davis. Two combined tackles. But like I said, one QB hit. One sack. Come on, Quinyon Mitchell. 4 tackles. You know he got the interception. 2 pass deflections. Jordan Davis with a pass deflection. Cooper DeJean with 2 pass deflections. 6 tackles. Reed Blankenship, 7 tackles. Come on. What I say? Nolan Smith, another game. Nolan Smith. We paid Bryce Huff $50 million to come here and take over for Hassan Reddick. And we had the replacement for Hassan Reddick on the team the whole time in Nolan Smith. Just had to get the young man out there, get him caught up and repped up. And look at him having the postseason, the last stretch of the season, regular season period, but having the postseason of his life. Another great game by Nolan Smith. Another great game by Nolan Smith. Had a sack on the day, 4 tackles, 1 tackles for a loss, 1 QB hit. Defensive line was eating. They was eating. Come on, yo. I'm trying. Listen. Listen. The Chiefs got something on their hand. The Chiefs got some. They ain't running to a defense like this. They ain't run. I know they play the Baltimore Ravens and all these different people like that. Yeah, I hear you. You ain't running to an Eagles team like that fly to the ball, that like to hit, that like to be enforcers, that's running downhill. Y'all gonna need the refs. They're gonna need the refs. Outside of Zach Ertz, who had an amazing game, shout out Zach Ertz. You know he's a Philly legend for sure. He got a Super Bowl with us. You know he was just sobbing and crying all day as well. You know what I'm saying? Because he wants to be back. There's a video with him out talking to Slay, telling Slay while he's mic'd up, damn y'all, I miss y'all guys. Slay tell him back, man, we miss you too. But it's all love. They had a great game. Outside of him, he's the only one that had a good game. 16 targets, Zach Ertz. 11 catches, 104 yards. Outside of that, you ain't had nothing. You had the one Terry McLaurin touchdown, but that was only when he went to Slay side. When he was on Quinyon Mitchell's side, Guantanamo Bay, nothing. End of the game. Oh, you want to throw it? You really want to throw it to Terry McLaurin while I'm right here? I'll take that. Please, interception. Outside of that, nothing. Jaden Daniels, 29 for 48. You want your rookie quarterback throwing 48 times? No, but you got to because you playing us. We ain't the Lions. We not the Lions. You could go to Detroit and beat the Lions. They got Jared Goff at the quarterback. The defense was in shambles at that time. You wasn't coming to Philadelphia with that. Do all your dance and stuff you want. You wasn't coming to Philly with that. No way. 29 for 48, 255 yards, a touchdown, an interception, a sack three times. He had the one rushing touchdown. 72% pass rate. He was throwing the ball. He's nice. I'll give Jaden Daniels that. He's nice. He's definitely someone you got to look back on to future. But right now, no way he was letting a rookie come back to Philadelphia and beat us on the third time you seeing us. No. Brian Johnson rushing, nothing, 36 yards. Austin Extra, 15 yards. Anybody catch a ball? No. Terry McLaurin, 3 catches for 51 yards. The boy Brown for 3 catches for 42 yards. Alameda Zacchaeus, who used to play for the Eagles, 26 yards, 4 catches. The other cats don't even matter. Shut them down. I know early on they moved the ball a lot in the middle, but we all know Vic Fangio, he takes that first series to see how you want to play us. After that, it was locked down. It was locked down. It was locked down. And again, shout out Nick Sirianni, having your team prepared, having your team ready to play, having your team fight for you. That's what head coaches are. You can't praise a guy like Mike Tomlin, who's literally does the same thing as Nick Sirianni, just the overseer of the team. You can't have a guy like that and you praise him for what he does, but then poo-poo the coach that we have when he does the same thing. You got to give him credit. He's been in the playoffs every year as well, too, since becoming the head coach. And that's a reason behind that. Did he have to learn some things? Coaching decisions, stuff like that? Yes. And you've seen this year was a progression. It's gotten better. And shout out Kellen Moore. This was probably his best call game of the year thus far. Got one more to go. Keep it going. Mixing in, run with pass. For Saquon Barkley only to touch the ball, 17, 18 times in total. Amazing. And still get 3 touchdowns. Play callings, the RPOs, the running under shotgun, and under center, the passing plays from drag routes to pick plays to deep throws to screen plays, getting the tight end involved. Dallas Goedert. Can't forget to mention him. Had a hell of a game as well. Dallas Goedert. 8 targets, of course, 7 of them, 85 yards. Hell of a game by Dallas Goedert. Smitty has a couple plays in there. All his passes, all 4 of his for 45 yards. Came in efficient. Everybody contributed to this win. Kellen Moore as well. Like I said, great play calling, play designs, doing what we need to do to win this game. Oh, it's great to see. One more win, y'all. One more win. In 2 weeks, we got one more win to bring this Lombardi trophy back home. And it's up. I swear if we win the Super Bowl, it's just going to be like a mushroom cloud over Philadelphia. It's just going to go. It's just going to combust and blow up. Essentially like that. It's just going to combust and blow up. Amazing game. There's no way you can't feel good going into the Super Bowl. Because unlike 3 years ago, that was a momentum thing. We was moving, we was grooving, we was going. You had faith, you had faith, you had, a sense of, confidence going into the Super Bowl, knowing that we can really win this because we have momentum on our side. We wasn't really supposed to be there, but we got there. We have momentum, we can ride there. But this year is different. Because this isn't just momentum. This is work ethic. This is film study. This is nutrition, training, listening, teaching, execution. These are all those things that we lacked, that we needed to learn, that we needed to develop going into a Super Bowl to be able to win a Super Bowl against a team like a Kansas City, against a quarterback like a Patrick Mahomes. All these things is the ingredients that we needed. So I do believe going into this particular Super Bowl, we are much more prepared mentally, much more prepared absolutely physically, because we do an excellent job with keeping our players as healthy as possible going into the playoffs. And you've seen it just again this year. Going into the playoffs, that first game, completely healthy team. Yes, we had some injuries throughout this, losing to Kobe Dean. And yesterday, shout out Cam freaking Jurgens, who developed back spasm, back tightness throughout the week during practice, leading up to the game, fought his way to at least still be active on the NFC Championship game, was just there for emergency. And Lord and behold, the guy who took over for him and landed Dickinson at center gets hurt in the game. So the guy who was supposed to start the game, who didn't start the game, and the guy who started the game for the guy who didn't start the game got hurt. The guy who didn't start the game that needed to start the game had to get back in the game. Back still messed up, still tight. Gutted it out, man. Gutted it out. Full of emotion. I love looking at the post-game interviews and the celebrations on the field and stuff. Full of emotions Cam Jurgens was. Knowing he had to go out there and just tough it out for his team to be able to finish that game. Knowing that Landon Dickinson got hurt. People didn't realize we had a hurt center in and we lost our left guard. And still dominate. Put 55 points on them turkeys. A 50 burger on these boys, man. An NFC Championship game. Get out of here. Get out of here. Saquon, 15 carries, 118 yards, 3 touchdowns, and his longest for 60 yards. You can't tell me we're not the best team in the NFL. And the Chiefs are in trouble. The Chiefs are absolutely in trouble. And I know all the Jalen Hurts, doubters. Y'all know who y'all are. All the people who picked against the Eagles to even win against the Washington. Y'all know who y'all are. See some of y'all trying to backtrack. We seen you. Ryan Clark picked the Commanders. We know Chase Daniels on the facility all year long. All year long. Hurts need to do this, Hurts need to do that. You was real quiet this morning. Man, I'm trying to tell you. What we got? I'm sorry, man. Being non-relevant for 15, 17 weeks doesn't make him Hurts him. Saquon is him. Week in and week out. He is him. And this is why he is him. This is why he is him. You got Saquon, absolutely. Saquon, absolutely. Week in and week out. Quarterback, week in and week out. It might not be what you wanted. It might not be how you wanted to see it. How many turnovers he got this year? Was this not his highest completion percentage rating of the year this year? A lot of these quarterbacks that you like turn the ball over, and where they at? He is him. Because look at Patrick Mahomes' stats this year. Go look at it. Go look at Patrick Mahomes' stat this year. That's our goal, right? That's our goal of this century, right? And just because he's not throwing the ball doesn't go look at Patrick Mahomes' stats this year. week in for week out from week 1 to week 18. Go look at him. Go look at how many games he only threw for 120, 130 yards. Yes, Patrick Mahomes. Go look at it. Go look. Go look at it. Is he not? The year they won the Super Bowl, was he not led by this defense that year in a rushing attack with Isaiah Pacheco? Go look at it. I'm trying to tell y'all, he's him. Him. Because when you need it, and then the key of it all, out of all the quarterbacks that y'all like, the Lamar Jacksons, the Joe Burrows, the Justin Herberts, the CJ Strouds, the ass Dak Prescotts of the world, Sam Darnolds, Matthew Staffords, all those cats. When you need them to make a play, what happened? Turnover. Saquon is amazing. I'm never going to put that past him. I think the Giants every day for it. So you ain't going to get no argument out of me when it comes to that. But when I want my quarterback to make a play or need to make a play or has to change from, all right, we can't run it too much today, I got to use my arm today, and he can still go out there and deliver, i.e., the NFC Championship game against the Washington Commanders, throwing 20 for 28, 243 yards. When everyone said he couldn't throw. Stop. And it's something I heard that is crazy. It's not as crazy, it's actually amazing that when you think about it, it's literally, if these Eagles go and win this Super Bowl, we can literally be sitting there looking at another QB running back tandem and probably the best QB running back tandem in the NFL for a very long time. Because when you got a guy like Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley put together, that's an unstoppable match. The Commanders literally didn't know what to do. Did not know what to do at all, man. At all. Jordan Davis. At all. Didn't know which way to go. And then you add the added element that now he's about to throw the ball as well, too. He can throw the ball as well, too. They in trouble, man. They in trouble. I think everybody coming. Spending this time, this victory. This is a super victory Monday. A super victory Monday today. NFC champions on our way to New Orleans, the Super Bowl, 2 weeks, get everybody healthy as possible. Hearing that BG is off IR, he's going to do everything that he could do to try to be as ready as much as possible so he could be able to play in the Super Bowl. So you possibly got someone like BG, even if he was to come back, I don't think he'd probably be a full-time role, but you got someone like Brandon Graham possibly be back, a morale boost, can only add to it. Defense, amazing. Young cats, J-Lux Hunt in there playing. Nolan Smith coming on. Jordan Davis. This guy, the future. Hold on, I'll make sure y'all see this. This guy right here. Hold up, let me make sure y'all see this. Make sure y'all can see this real fast. Because I don't want y'all to miss. See that number? I know y'all hear me. See that number? Y'all see that? Number 98. This guy. Y'all see the name? That guy. Jalen Carter. Man amongst boys. A man amongst boys. Couldn't do nothing with him yesterday. Yeah, it might show up on the stat sheet. Might not show up on the stat sheet what he did yesterday. Wreaking havoc all freaking day. Double team didn't matter. Knocked one of the offensive linemen out because he wanted me mugging me, so he slapped him. Whop. Literally knocked him out of the game. Like he went to the sideline and said, damn, I can't go back in. Because he got slapped. He got slapped by Jalen Carter. Man amongst boys, yo. Can't believe we have someone like that drop to the Eagles. The best player in that 2023 draft. The best player in that draft. Dropped to the Eagles. And we got that man for almost the next 10 years if we want to. And all you're going to do is build around him, essentially. Add more people, more talent around him on that defensive line. And you still got Nolan Smith progressing. Jordan Davis still going to be here. Got guys like Milton Williams, who's been underrated all year. Shout out Milton Williams. I see you. But this guy right here, that guy right here, number 98, and that midnight green, Kelly green, whatever green you want him to wear that week, black. Baby Rhino, as they call him, Jalen Carter. Man amongst freaking boys, man. Woo! I can't wait to this. I can't wait to this Super Bowl, y'all. I can't wait to the Super Bowl, man. Thank everybody stop. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, man. This is Open Gym on Philly Sports Network, man. We're going to have some fun throughout the week leading up to this playoffs. Throughout the week leading up to the Super Bowl, rather, I should say. Because it should definitely be a great one. Definitely about to go get our lick back. Definitely. Can't wait to see the Chiefs. I mean, I don't care who we had seen. It could have been Josh Allen or Patrick. I don't care because I think we could beat either one of them. But it's the Chiefs, so let's see what we got. But until next time, I'm your boy AB, man. We're going to play our song one more time before we get on out of here because this is the Eagles Victory Monday and we going to the Super Bowl. Touchdown. 1, 2, 3.
And watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly. On the road to victory.
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. Yes, sir. We out of here. We out of here. We going to the Super Bowl. Eagles versus Chiefs. Super Bowl Sunday. New Orleans. It's going down in New Orleans. And we going back to get this lick back. We're going to spin the block on the Chiefs. And we're going to get this ring. Until next time, this is Open Gym on Philly Sports Network. And I'm your host, AB. And let's get it done. Let's go, Birds!